Hi, I'm State Senator Joe Markley from Southington up at the Capitol. It's Thursday about midday, and we have less than 2 weeks left in the session. The session ends, according to the Constitution, on May 7th, and certainly we will be finished with our business with no special session this year. And I think a lot of people would say it's been an unusual session, in part because it's an election year. And I think that the governor and his allies in the legislature really would like to be done with the legislative business and on to the campaign with as little fuss as possible. There's going to be a lot of bills come up in the last 2 weeks. You've heard me say this before. It's a frustration to me the way we do business here. And so much of our work gets pushed off to the last minute. So far, in fact, in the whole session, which started in February, we've actually only passed one bill all the way through both chambers. That was the minimum wage increase that was a priority because of the president's visit and the governor's reelection and so forth. I'm going to show you what we've got for what's called our Senate calendar. This is a list of all the bills that might potentially be called in today's session. And this list, which has 3 or 4 or 5 bills on every page, runs to 54 pages. So there's certainly a couple of hundred bills on the Senate calendar. We will go very shortly into a caucus of the Republican senators where we will be told what bills are likely to come up today and what bills aren't coming up. And then we have to prepare according to our committee assignments to be able to address those bills on the floor. Yesterday, for instance, I had several bills from the Labor Committee come up. One of them, a bill that I had opposed in committee and I opposed on the floor, was a bill to establish the teaching of labor history in classes in Connecticut. You know, I was taught at Milldale School, for those of you from Southington that remember Milldale, and I was taught about Samuel Gompers way back there in elementary school and remember it well. I think it's an important thing to teach, but I don't believe in dictating to local school systems or to teachers what they do in their classrooms. I opposed that bill yesterday, and I'm preparing to oppose another bill, one I've mentioned to you before, Senate Bill 249, which would establish a state-run retirement account and then essentially force people who do not have retirement accounts otherwise to participate in it. I'm in a different room than I usually am for people who see those videos because we've just done a press conference to try to bring attention to this idea. I think it's a very bad idea, dangerous idea both for small businesses, for people that are involved in financial services, and for the taxpayers of Connecticut who conceivably could end up on the hook for a state account if it should happen that it weren't well run. And I have to say, as you know, I'm a skeptic about the government's ability to run things effectively and to run things profitably. Anyways, that is what we see ahead of us as we come up to the final days of the session. We will be in session today, which is Thursday, possibly tomorrow, Friday, then next week and the partial week leading up to May 7th. I expect almost every day and probably late into the night. So when I have the chance, I will slip away and bring you another update. But thank you for your attention, and I'll be back in touch.